Hi, I'm Scott Olsen, the U.S. leader of PwC's Human Resource Services practice, and I'm here to share with you some highlights of the summer-fall 2013 issue of HR Innovation. Now, we've all heard of megatrends that are affecting our global economy, and we feel like there are some real mega issues going on in the HR landscape right now that are part of what we're featuring in this quarter's edition. Among those things are the landscape around the Affordable Care Act here in the United States, issues related to the interest rate environment and its impact on pension plan management and risk management, the say on pay and the advent of shareholder voting on executive compensation programs, and the use of big data in the management of human capital. Now with me today, I have Stephen Slutsky, the author of one of the 4 articles in the issue of HR Innovation. And Stephen is going to talk to us about say on pay.
What's interesting is that the shareholder advisory groups, those organizations that have come up with the methodology for determining whether or not they believe that the company actually is engaging in say on pay and has an appropriately governed compensation program, have come to the forefront and have begun to be the loudest voice both in the media and elsewhere, saying that what they believe is the right thing for the company, as opposed to what necessarily the shareholders might think is the best thing for the company.
So that sounds like an indirect channel. So what are companies doing to respond to some of the changes in the marketplace and to this new group of stakeholders in terms of how they're forming their programs and how they're changing their programs over time?
So companies and boards of directors have done the right thing and have begun to evolve their practices to react to the various stakeholders in the marketplace. First, they've increased their governance. So their processes around creating compensation programs and administering them have gotten much more robust. They have also begun to reach out to actual shareholders. As opposed to relying solely on the shareholder advisory group's perspective, they're going to their actual shareholders and saying, first of all, what are your performance expectations for us? Are we meeting them? And here is why and how we developed our compensation program to deliver performance to you before we give compensation to our executives. And Scott, besides the say on pay, as you mentioned, in HR Innovation, we also have 3 other topics that we mentioned: the Affordable Care Act, pension de-risking or managing your pension risk, as well as how do you use big data and big analytics. So from your perspective, Scott, what should companies be doing now for the Affordable Care Act? And is it really something it's just so far in the future they don't have to worry about?
It's really thinking about how to continue to affect the cost and the cost management of the programs that they have, and it offers really an opportunity for some fresh thinking on how they're going to be delivering health care to their employees over time.
So moving from health care for employees to retirement benefits for employees.
Well, as we've seen interest rates drop, among other factors, what that does is it really wreaks havoc on the amount of liabilities that companies need to account for related to their pension benefits. What we're also seeing, though, is there's a full spectrum of things that organizations can do, from settling in lump sum some of their deferred vested accounts, doing some different types of annuity buy-ins and buyouts, and even hedging their asset structure in a different way that allows them to manage that liability a little bit better.
Which brings us to the 3rd article from the HR Innovation that we want to talk about as well, which is big data and how companies use that.
So we've heard about big data in a lot of different scenarios in a lot of different places in marketing and in other parts of organizations' operations. But in the HR space, the opportunity is to really take data that we have about employees, about their engagement, about what we know about people that leave the company, about what we know about people that join the company, take all of that data and do a better job of predicting how different things we do with our human capital programs will actually impact the workforce. Well, Stephen, thank you for being with me, and we certainly are looking forward to sharing these insights with our clients. As we said at the beginning, challenges and opportunities, and let's focus on the opportunities that are coming with this changing HR landscape. We certainly hope you enjoy reading through the articles in this issue of HR Innovation, and we look forward to sharing our insights with you. Thank you.